just want it all. I just want it all. Wanna break the law, shipping off the wall. Hit me when I call. Hit me when I call. Hit me at all.
Yo, we lit, y'all. We back.
We outside.
We not canceled.
Yet.
I can't say which episode this is because we don't know which one it's going to be yet. We announced the other ones, but I can't announce it now. But it's all good, y'all.
Today we got a special guest.
Yeah, our first guest at that, man. You know what I mean? One of my homies, one of my dogs.
It's the barking for me.
Right.
Unless you've been living under the rock, you should know who this is.
Oh my God.
But if you don't, let's introduce Little Sazon Packet.
Mira, what's up, guys? Happy to be here.
Good, yo.
Thank
Of
you
course,
for
the
coming.
support. Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Look at you guys doing your thing. Not
you,
canceled
thank
yet
you,
or
thank
ever.
you.
Hello. That's
Hopefully.
That's what I can't promise after this episode. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Right.
We're gonna try to keep it good.
Okay.
Gonna be good. I said a little
Good.
prayer before the thing.
Thank you, because I
Nelly
got a
put me on
platform I
blast.
ain't trying to lose right now. So please,
We trying to be.
I work hard.
We gonna behave for this episode.
So for those that don't know who you are, just tell them who you are and what it is that you do.
Oh man,
She a jack of all trades.
That's the way to put it. That's the way to put it. So what I like to say is I just do comedic content, but mostly based on like body positivity stuff. But I just say whatever's on my mind. That's the best way to put it. Some days it's about your body. Some days it's about some random topic. I just say what's on my mind, and I feel like it's something that people appreciate because we're tired of seeing fake influencers and seeing people sell stuff that they aren't really who they are in person. So
Fire.
I don't offer that.
Fire.
Yes,
So,
all realness.
Yeah.
How
I'm
did
here
you
for it.
come up with the name Lil Sazon Packet? Because even when you came in here, I was introducing you to niggas. Niggas is looking at me like, why you racist, dog? I'm like, nah, that's her name. That's her.
Nah, that actually came from battle rap. That didn't even come from me. So basically, long story short, I used to go to battle rap events, and I went to one URL event. I was on stage because Beasley was like, yo, anybody want to come on stage? And I was like, oh, say less. I'm up.
I volunteer as
And
tribute.
I was invited by Charlie Clips because it was when I first started doing skits. I did a skit mimicking his bars, and he was like, yo, you a fan? I said, hell yeah, I'm a fan of battle rap. That's fire. So he's like, you should come to an event. So when I came, I went on stage, and I made a face. Some bar came out, and I was like, and somebody took a picture of it, and it went viral. They're like, yo, who's this chick reacting to bars? And so they started inviting me out to more and more events. They're like, yo, you got to come out.
So when they invited you, was
Yeah.
it genuine or was he trying to bust or was
No,
it like?
no, it was actually...
He always
They
thinks
came
but not think the worst of people. He's like,
They came off
I gotta
respectful.
ask,
No,
yo.
you could ask. They came off respectful.
Yeah.
Now, if that was the whole intention, I
Okay.
won't say, but they came off hella respectful. They were like,
that's
nah.
what's up. Shout out to Charlie Clips. for
Yeah.
being
I always
respectful.
thought it came, like your name came from like your salsera background. That's what I thought it came from. That's what I didn't know that. That's cool.
At one point, it
Right,
was just
so I didn't
that
say that.
Salsa,
Salsa,
like
a
salsa music,
dancer.
salsa
Oh,
dance.
okay,
Yes,
copy,
and the
copy.
salsa dance. Nah, it just came from showing up to the events, and then one of the battle rappers was like, yo, you coming out to this event? I was like, yeah, you need a little Spanish spice on stage. And he was like, yeah, you like a little
Spice.
He's like, you like a little Sazon Packet. And then that was that. That was
Okay,
cool. It was
that's
over.
dope.
If you guys are living under the rock and you don't know, like I actually gotta thank you because if it wasn't for you, this podcast would not be possible.
Say less.
Nah, for real.
That's
I
fire.
gotta give you the prop because when you guys did that event at Isla,
Okay.
I was already a fan, and that's how you and me
right,
reconnected because we hadn't
right.
seen each other in like 5-6 years
right.
since we.
Oh, really? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that.
So that was the first time we seen each other like 5-6 years, and I came and like he sent me the fly, and I was like, oh my god, I love her content. She's my favorite person on Instagram. So I was like, I'm pulling up, I'm showing love. So if it wasn't for you, this podcast would not be here.
Oh, gang, that's fire.
But tell me a little bit about how you did blow up on social media because you're at how much now?
Depends on which platform. On TikTok,
All of them.
Yeah, TikTok 600,000, Instagram 450,000, and on Facebook 350,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mira.
And that's from starting over like several times because
Yeah, because you've gotten your
I've gotten my pages deleted and had to start all over again. So I'm really grateful. Within the last like year and a half, I was able to get all these followers.
So what are some reasons you got your page deleted? Like, was it?
I got my page deleted during. I'm about to get deleted again. I got my page deleted because during the BLM movement, I was telling Latinos that they need to be joined in with the Black Lives Matter movement, especially Caribbean Latinos, because that's family. And you had a whole. I got canceled by the Black community. They were like, "Get this white
Damn.
bitch off of TikTok." Yes.
Yo, black people.
Yeah,
Y'all
I was
gotta
shocked.
do better. What?
They had it was a whole page saying, "Get this white bitch off of TikTok." I was like, "You see these eyebrows? Where do you see white? This body is not from my European side. Let's not play that.
Right.
These hips. Come on now."
Latinos have African in them, y'all. For y'all that
We
do not know,
especially-
come
yeah,
on, black
Especially
people.
Puerto Rican and
Dominican.
Cuban and Dominican, like the
Yeah,
island
we're
ones.
black.
Like,
Come on, it's
Like,
2024,
so that's
my
it.
niggas.
All I said was that they need to be aligned with it and they need to support the
Damn.
BLM movement
Sorry
and
that happened to
cancel.
you. Damn.
But it's okay because I came back stronger and I got more
Better
followers
than
than I did the
ever.
last time. So
What's up?
Exactly.
Right. She back better than ever, y'all.
yeah.
So describe your brand. Like 5 words. What would you do to describe your brand?
Jeez. Okay. I want to say comedic.
Okay.
Real. Let's start there. How about that one?
Yes.
Let's start there. Real, comedic. In 5 words, damn.
Got 3 more. You
Real,
got this.
comedic, down to earth. Bam.
I
Does
agree.
that work?
Okay,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
guess. We'll
'Cause
accept
that's
that.
definitely-
Does that
That's
work?
definitely one of like the biggest reasons I started following. I'm like, oh my god, I love this chick. Like she's so real. She's like she feels like she's my cousin. She feels like I feel like I'm talking to my cousin. We're chopping
Yeah.
it up and we're making jokes. And it's like so your content is so relatable, especially as a woman, as a like a Latina, everything.
Yeah, I go up there. I just feel like whatever your platform is, you just gotta be honest about it. So I'll go up there with no filter, no makeup. I'll go up there sometimes with filter, but I'll be like, yo, I'm wearing one right now. You know what I'm saying? Just letting people know it's, yeah, be you. Facts, I got PCOS, my skin be acting up, so I'm not gonna not put a filter sometimes. Like, I got a pimple I'm trying to hide. Hello, you be all right?
Right.
Like,
You be,
Right.
And it's I feel like it's your social media. Like people get so caught up on what they want to see,
Right.
especially when you have a bigger
Yeah.
platform, what they want to see on your social media.
Yeah.
It's my social media. I'm gonna put what I want to put.
Facts.
And
And
if
just
you
as
don't
long as
like
you're
it,
honest about
yeah,
it.
and if you don't like it, unfollow me.
Yeah, facts.
So going on, because I do notice your brand is big on body positivity and
Yeah.
things like that. What would be your advice to people struggling with self-love, people struggling with loving the body that they're in, or how their body looks, or what they're bringing out into the world?
You're not ugly, we just broke.
That's a fact.
Let's be real here. Sorry. That like the best celebrities that we all look up to, that they all bang and they either got some work done or they got the best dermatologist, they got the best makeup artist. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it is fraudulent. So instead of looking at it, trying to compare yourself to something that you know is not attainable unless you have that kind of money, just recognize like if this is what God gave you, work with it. Like it doesn't have to be that difficult.
And with your social media platform and like the body positivity and things like that, how like do you feel like that contributed more to you blowing up, like you being positive, or just your battle rap, like you like literally like blowing up, let's say from, because I did my research and I know like I'm a fan, I watch
Yeah.
your stuff, so I know that you, correct me if I'm wrong, you used to work at the post office, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you kind of
I was tight.
You was tight, yeah.
I worked in the post office at the first of all, shout out essential workers, okay, who didn't get enough love. Y'all deserve it.
I worked from home, but I was an essential worker.
But I was tight
I was
because
unemployed, y'all.
living your
hustle.
best life, yo, and I was delivering your orders.
I mean, I told you, as a therapist,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was working from home and traveling, but I still had to
Shout
work.
out my man
I
Trump for them
was tight
stimulus
because I
checks.
didn't get not one of those
Just the checks.
unemployment stimulus. I didn't get one.
Really?
Because I
get
worked
the-
for the post office. I had a
You
government
ain't get
job.
you ain't get a stimulus check.
I didn't know that
1400.
government-
No, I didn't get like the
Damn.
unemployment
I
check.
didn't
So
know
everybody's
that.
I was delivering all y'all Fashion Nova orders and all y'all orders from Amazon and stuff.
on my
I was
Shein.
going crazy.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
facts.
Fashion, buy cheap.
Buy cheap.
Buy cheap.
Yeah.
Right? So I was working for the post office during the pandemic when everybody kind of blew up. And I knew I had been doing social media for a while and I knew I wanted to do it, but I was working 6 days a week, 16-hour shifts. I didn't have time to really get involved in it. And by the time I left the post office, the pandemic was over and everybody who had blown up was already
Blown up.
at that caliber. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do it anyway. And I'm going to make sure that whatever I say is just like, it's really me. And so whatever happens, happens. And then I had a video shoot up to, it's now across all platforms at 100 million views. So my I'm Crazy video.
Yeah, I was gonna guess that's your biggest
So
video. Yeah,
that's my biggest video. That's the one that kind of
that's the one that reeled me in. That was definitely the one that reeled me in.
it's the one that kind of took off. It's the one that Michael B. Jordan commented on recently. Hi, baby. Hello.
Damn.
Hi, daddy.
Hi, Zaddy.
I'm daddy,
No,
but
let
you
me-
could be
let me
daddy
stop.
for me.
Let me stop. You're going to be like, block.
Block, delete.
Delete. I didn't mean it.
Follow me.
Now, do you with your brand being about body positivity,
Yeah.
right? Do you think there's a difference between body positivity and, let's just say, a fat bitch that's just wearing some shit she not supposed to wear? Like,
The best way to put it is
Lizzo be
this.
killing me, yo.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
The
Hell, what?
best way I'm gonna put it is this. I advocate loving yourself, and that means health too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say if you're unhealthy, that it's just like I'm not gonna glance over it. It's I'm not gonna sit here and rag at you because there's people who are skinny. When I was 40 pounds lighter, I was at my most unhealthiest. So I don't sit here and say that skinny people necessarily means healthy.
Right.
But what I will say is that whatever it is that your body type is, just as long as you're doing it and you check your health, that's all I would say.
And I necessarily, I'm pointing out that as a former big girl, that just because someone is bigger does not mean that they're always unhealthy.
Facts.
Not all the time. Right. And then as far as body, like my perspective on body positivity, that literally just means loving the body that you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, let's say you are unhealthy or not unhealthy and you're bigger or you're smaller or you're not shaped the way you want to be shaped or you have, whatever it is. So you're supposed to hate yourself because you don't look like the norm?
I ain't saying don't hate. I'm just saying it's a lot of women on fucking social media that when it comes to body positivity, there's like a whole misconception of I could be obese and I could wear a fucking tank top and have my fucking stomach to my knee. Like,
I mean, there's a crowd for that. There's some people.
Put it like this. All right, this is how I'm not gonna hold you. I'm biased.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased. I was a big girl. I was definitely a big girl. I was definitely a BBW. So I don't know if maybe it's my bias, but put it like this. All right, most of the time, like for example, I had weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
I'm open about that. I had weight loss surgery. At my biggest, I was 269 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. Now it's been 4 years since my surgery, and I had to get it because I wasn't healthy. I have asthma. I had other issues, so I got the weight loss surgery. I lost 100, almost like 50 pounds. I'm like 155 now. But before I got that big, there was times where I was 200 pounds, but I was 100% healthy.
Right.
So you need to look at these people, right? And with me, I tried exercising. Yes, if I'm sitting there at the gym every single day, I would have probably lost the weight naturally or things like that. Not everyone has the drive for it. Not everyone has the time for it. Not everyone has the motivation.
Not only that, but like, for example, like I said, I have PCOS. Well, PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I have a hormonal imbalance. Basically, my mustache be looking like Yosemite Sam if I don't take care of it, kind of thing. I'm being real.
I'll be taking my shit off too.
You know,
like 2-3 weeks. It don't get that.
Plus, I'm Latina. My eyebrows be connecting better than some people and their mothers. So, like, I have to make sure that separates. But what I'm saying is that with PCOS, when you have a hormone imbalance, it's harder to lose weight. And sometimes you gain weight and it doesn't come from, like, working out. It comes from just your natural hormonal imbalance. So I gained 40 pounds, and it wasn't that I was unhealthy. I have a hormone imbalance.
And genetics play a part in it, too.
And so people, I feel like the internet... Especially, like, I don't just feel like you don't, by camera, you can't define whether somebody's healthy or not. Obviously, there's certain cases where obviously you know, like, this isn't healthy. But to me, I'm just kind of like, mind your neck. If that's not your body, if that's not who you're dealing with, why does it bother you so much? Like,
yeah, I agree with that because I feel like, all right, like, for example, there were times in my, like, when I was bigger where I was perfectly fine I was thicker than 3 Snickers, and I was fine with that. Yeah. I was perfectly fine. It became an issue with me when I have a child, and it became an issue like when it was like, okay, damn, I can't keep up with her, and she a little firecracker. I want to be healthier.
Healthy for her, yeah.
So I tried different things, and it's like you said, hormone imbalances play a part, genetics play a part, all these things play a part. So when you see people, you don't want them to have like self-hate. You don't want them to be like, okay, so yeah, can it come off as cocky? Sometimes, but if you like the way you look, no matter what shape or size you come in, so be it.
Here, that's my thing though. I feel like there's a solid difference between confidence and cockiness, and people don't know how to differentiate the two. The difference between the two of them is confidence is you're confident in yourself and you're staying in your own lane. You're not comparing yourself to anyone else. So I'm not gonna be here like I'm the baddest bitch in the room and down another woman that's in the room. But what I will say is I'm a bad bitch and nobody's gonna tell me nothing different. That's confidence. Cockiness is when you're comparing to other people. So I have no problem with somebody being confident. And that's what I kind of promote on my page.
This is a little left field, right? Yeah. You was talking about having the stash and everything.
Yeah.
With the PCOS. Y'all ever dated a dude that found that sexy? Like, yo, I'll fuck into my stash.
No, I will say this. I've dated grown-ass men that just were like, baby, you got a little hair that shave that? Like, whether you shave it off or not, they're not triggered by it. I feel like grown-ass men, they're not there.
They
like,
don't
really,
care, like...
Because when you're a good woman, like, they'd rather deal with a woman who's like, okay, my baby's got to wax every few days, and they got to worry about some other like stuff that they got to deal with.
I think with guys,
that shit.
No, they're not saying that.
I feel like if as a guy it's more than yours, but like my shit be it just be the corner.
Yeah, they're not twirling it, bro. They're not sitting there like, oh, my little Yosemite Sam. But
Sam is crazy.
But you know, it's not one of those things that it's a deal break. They're like, my baby, she'll take care of herself. That's it. They know I'm not gonna just walk around with it like it's
All right.
a
So,
regular Thursday.
Sometimes.
No. I mean,
so being like an influencer now,
Yeah.
how do you deal with these trolls?
Yeah, because they be on your page. And I be seeing, and I'm like, and I love, go ahead. Because I love
do
how
I
you be
deal with
responding
trolls?
to
One of
them.
the Black Label events, she almost got kidnapped, y'all.
I'm done. I didn't almost get kidnapped.
Yeah.
No,
Wait, I don't know this
All right,
story.
so
Was I there?
the story
Yeah.
was this,
Was
right?
it me? Was I the kidnapper?
No, I'm playing.
Shout out to Lee Cruz for saving Sassoon.
So I'm playing beer pong with this guy, right? The whole time he's like, yo, I'll be your partner, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool, we playing beer pong. And then at the end of it, I'm like, yo, we had won at that point. And I was like, oh, you know, good game, my man's. And he's like, let me talk to you for a second. I said, what's up? And he goes, you don't remember me? I said, no, I don't. And he was like, you and I got into it online. I said, I get into it with a lot of people, so I still don't remember you. And he was like, I just wanted to know if you stood 10 toes down on what you say. I was like, did you need to hear it in person? Because I stand 10 toes down on everything that I say online. And then Lee came over. He's like, is Sassoon, you good? And the guy's like, nah, we good. And I'm just like, my man, you really showed up here to try and ask
As
me?
a man, you showing up to, first of all,
To get
shout
back
out
with a
for-
woman? That's
Shout out to
crazy.
you for supporting a Black Label event. That's one.
Facts.
But as a man, you showed up. You got dressed,
With
left
a
your house
5'3"
to pull up
woman?
and try to press a woman about something she said online and you said online on her page.
That you came to off a video you could have scrolled past, my dude.
And that's my thing. People need to learn to mind their damn business.
Listen.
If you don't like, and that's my biggest thing. Don't get me wrong. I scroll through social media all day and I see a lot of things that I be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
it made my skin boil. It made all this. But it's so easy to scroll past it. If you don't like it, like, yes, I love the cheese man. I love a heated debate. I love stirring the pot.
Yeah.
But to let it affect your, like, so the
Listen,
point.
my slogan is this: argue with your therapist. That's it. I'm not. What is the point of you coming? Like your
Book
triggers.
me as your therapist and
Facts,
argue with me about
her.
what she's doing
Argue with
online.
Nelly. 'Cause
Book me on Fiverr.
My thing is, you triggered off a video you could scroll past. Like, I'm not gonna tiptoe on the internet because you got issues. Like, I'm gonna be there tiptoeing all day. What do I look like?
Was that the worst like encounter you had with like a fan or a hater on like in person?
No, I mean I've had stalker profiles like of people who made fake pages. I found somebody was like I've seen several fake pages. Somebody took I had a picture of me with a Gatorade and they put it on their page and they were like, oh, just came out the gym, and I was like, bitch, I have not hit the gym in like a year. Don't be telling this lie to people. I had somebody make 50 different profiles that I had to block every single one of them. Yeah, and it's just, you know, you deal with a lot of hate.
This is crazy.
No, you deal with it, and I'm still small. I'm still growing. So, like again, my slogan is argue with your therapist.
Does that ever get to you though?
What happened?
Like the trolls.
Oh, I used to. I used to be there. If I had time, I'll sit there 4 or 5 hours. Like, yo, we can go back and forth all day. But it got to a point where my biggest happiness, and I'm gonna say this, there's no greater sensation for me than when I go on my page and I see a paragraph you wrote about how you don't like me and I just delete it. It brings me so much joy to know you sat there. I'm gonna tell this bitch what I think about her, and I'm like, boop, nobody saw it. You mad?
I had that moment the other day on our page.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
we
gotta make you
definitely
mad.
not as big as your platform, but we had a little hater. Right. So and it, mind you, I should have been going to sleep, but I was not asleep. It was like 3 a.m, and I see a post on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see it, and I'm like, oh, and we already knew who the fake page was. Delete. No one saw it.
No one
saw
I'm
it.
sorry, Buki.
You're not gonna get your first like on my page. Get out of here.
Right.
So
right.
no, thank you. Like at the end, like again, the internet to me has become a safe space for bullies. It really has. It's become one of those places where not only do people feel the right to say whatever they want to because they're not getting punched in the face, but also if you defend yourself, people get mad at you. Oh, why you let it get to you? First of all, why are you involved? This is between me and user 946 with no profile picture. Let me talk to them right now. Like, why is it about? I feel like you can be a sweetheart without being a doormat. And I think that people should take the internet back by letting people know you're not going to just talk to me reckless.
I love the reckless shit on the internet though. Like the comments be so fucking crazy.
I know y'all be getting y'all world star.
Like,
I feel like it
comments.
depends because like I got a little, I don't want to say stalker, but I got a little fake page that follows me and keeps making the same, and I know who the person is.
Yeah.
Like I know who it is. So sometimes I'll entertain it and I talk back.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I just be like, I'm gonna ignore you. Like I love that I'm still like affecting your life so bad that you keep having to make fake pages and aren't smart enough to use different emails. So Instagram alerts me that this is the same profile of the fake
my
page.
God.
So it's like they're dumb. Like you keep doing this, and I know it's you, sir. Like
Now, from a therapist level, right? What
he's
would
always
make?
trying to diagnose somebody. He's always trying to diagnose somebody.
I gotta know. I gotta know.
Go ahead.
What would make somebody fucking create a fake page and go through all this trouble just to fucking harass somebody? Like what type of person is that?
Some people, I don't even think it's a diagnosis. You can put it into a diagnosis, but some people thrive on chaos. And some people, we spoke about this before, some people feel that any negative energy is energy. For example, the fake page that follows me is one of my exes.
Bang bang.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
And she knows who it is.
I know who it is. You know why I know who it is? And I'm going to put him on blast. I'm not going to say the person. It wasn't my recent relationship. It was a prior relationship.
Damn.
But, so you know how Instagram alerts you when someone like that you have like on Facebook or
Yeah.
something has a, so when
You
I
still
was,
in her contacts.
so when I was in a relationship with this man, Instagram alerted me that his Facebook had a new Instagram profile. And I had pressed him about him. I'm like, yo, why you making a new Instagram? He's like, nah. I didn't do that. Maybe it was my cousin or maybe someone used my email. I'm like, all right, cool. So I left it in my following. I
where's
left
the
it in my
cousin,
thing.
y'all?
We don't believe you, sir.
We don't believe you, sir. So then once we broke up, I still was following the page
Yeah.
and I see that it changed the name. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to unfollow it, but I know what the page name is.
Yeah.
As soon as we broke up, he was in my views and my friends' views. When I would go live, he would ask questions about my previous relationship.
It's just a lack of accountability too, because if your face isn't tied to it, you can say whatever reckless shit you want that you really want to find out. So it's really just a lack
Right.
of accountability as well.
So that it comes down to that. And like I only engaged in it once where I was just like, they were like, oh, they said something. Like they a whole paragraph. And I'm like, I know who this is, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, I wonder who you want this to be. No, I literally know
That's crazy.
who this is. I
wonder
know who you
want
are.
this to be.
And I'm like,
It's
if
you,
need-
Frederick. No, I don't know. I don't know her ex's name. I'm just throwing out a name.
And I'm like, if you want a recommendation for a therapist to work through your traumas, I can give you that. But what it comes down to is they want a reaction. They feel like if I can get you upset, I can get you angry, I can get a reaction. Or I won. I got some
But here's my thing.
control in your life. And
Another nigga that fucked up with Nelly, man.
I'm
Shame
done.
on you, bro. Shame on you.
But here's my thing also where it's just like,
Episode 4 to know what I'm talking about.
so yeah, watch episode 4 to know. He said, call back to the last episode.
a mess. Here's my thing also. If I'm being 100%, I think that my mental health is important to me. And I'm not about to, I will never sit here and act like words don't affect at some point, because you could be having an off day and it could be the thing that triggers you to go
Right.
off. So for me, I think it's really detrimental for people to be like, I don't give a fuck. You're not a robot. At some point you do give a fuck. Let's stop
Something
pretending that
bothers
you're
you.
not. So that's why I'm very big on like being able to speak up against it. I think there's a time you can't fight the internet, so don't fight everybody. But you should be able to put people in their place to let them know I'm not the 1, the 2, or the 3. Or I'm just gonna delete your shit. But again, like I said, my bigger issue, rather than trolls, is people getting mad at you for defending yourself. I think that's stupid.
Because like, what do you expect me to do? Stay quiet?
Yeah, facts.
What would you say is the craziest troll shit somebody's done like on
The
your
50
page?
profiles, bro. I was
yeah.
there block. Yo, I couldn't.
How much time you have on your hands?
How many
to sit there
emails
and
you
emails,
got,
right?
fam?
Because you
Like-
gotta go create the email, then use
It
the
was
email.
legit
Nah.
50. I could not believe it. I was like, you ain't got nothing better to do at all. So at some point, when they started making fake rumors about me, I was like, I'm going to sue you for defamation of character. Your kid's going to have no Christmases for the next 5 years. Stop fucking with me. Like, I'm not playing with you. Like, I'll take everything. And then it was just like, then it stopped.
Then it's not because they got scared, and that's the
Because
shit.
it's a real legal issue.
The one time I engaged with my ex troll,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, you're in a whole relationship. I'm gonna screenshot these messages. I'm going to send it to your girlfriend,
Yeah.
and tell her to go through your phone so she can
Damn.
see is your fake pro." I wasn't gonna do it because at the
Nigga
end of
had
the day,
a girlfriend doing
yeah,
this?
he got a whole girlfriend. So I said this. And
You got it,
he's-
you
that's
got
what
it
he-
bad.
Mind you, because I was sending this story to somebody and they was like, "Are you sure it's him?" As soon as I said that, I'm gonna send that to
stopped.
your girlfriend. Not only did it stop, and he made a new profile that I know is still you. But after that,
Damn, Nelly, you got the good poom poom. You got these people making 4 or 5 profiles. Mine was a girl that stalked me, and I never like dealt with her. Like, okay,
but after that, he still had all my friends and family on social media. That same day, as soon as I said that, I'm gonna send this to your girl. Blocked everybody on my family list, all my friends. So you just outed yourself.
I've
Like,
never heard of a man doing that much energy, Nelly. You must be something special. Go
that's
ahead,
the same
Nelly.
nigga I have mopping the floors for me.
Damn.
Anywho,
Nelly training these niggas out here,
You brought
man.
up the Mr. Clean? You had him using Scrub Daddy?
yes.
What advice can you give to Sasson to have niggas cleaning her crib?
No.
I don't think she need it. I think she got it on. So speaking on that, all right, because as like another thing, and like I experienced this with, that's a whole other episode, but I experienced this too once I lost weight and I started, I would not say like I was always getting attention, but like I started getting different type of attention from men and stuff. It affected my relationships. Did with you blowing up on social media, how did that affect your love life? Or did it?
Let's put it to you this way. I was in a relationship once that I feel like I've always known that something was gonna happen for me. To what capacity, I don't know, but I always know that this lane was for me, and whoever was gonna be involved with me had to deal with the fact that this was the lane I was gonna be in.
Right.
So everybody's always cool with it until you start getting the comments and whatever the case is. And mind you, like my page, I'm not out here. I got a body.
Yes, you do,
I
girl.
do.
Body, yaddy, yaddy,
I got a
yaddy.
body. And I'm not gonna hold you. I am. Okay. This ass came from squats and taco spots. It did not. I didn't pay for it.
I'm a married man and I'm blind and I can't see.
I'm even friends with you. I'm leaving it black. But I don't even use my. I'm done. I don't even use my body like that to gain followers. For me, don't get me wrong. I definitely could. I definitely could.
subscribe to the OnlyFans that you had it.
If I had it, yeah. And so many people tell me to do it. Funny enough, men, I hear all the men complain, oh, women have OnlyFans, but my DMs is filled with, are you going to start one? When are you going to start one? I'm not starting one.
Start with feet finders. I want to do that, but I got big feet. I got big ass feet. Ain't nobody trying to see my size 10s.
I'm not about
to pay for that.
Maybe. Slide
I
my
got,
DM
I
if
got
you
really
with it,
beautiful
and
feet, but I got
make a
cankles. Ain't
link.
nobody trying to see tree trunks and beautiful feet attached to it. That's crazy. So no. But I will say that it affected it like this. Like, again, at some point, an insecure man, because I don't entertain the DMs. It'd be different if I did. Like, I'm one that you could have my passwords. You could be in my Instagram. I don't entertain people. But if an insecure man sees like, oh, she's bad, and he has a problem with it, then it's just like, bam, I don't know what to tell you. They think I'm bad. It's not like I'm talking to them in the DMs.
Right.
Then you should have a problem. So I've had it before, but then, you know, when you deal with real men, they're not bothered by it.
Heavy on that. I feel like it's the insecurities. And there's nothing wrong with being insecure or having certain insecurities. I
Don't
feel
tell
like
that
you're supposed. No, there's okay because that's something to work through.
Not with me. You should work by your damn self.
But
If you got
like,
insecurity.
all right, let's say certain.
That's
for example,
crazy.
let's say
Yes,
they never dated a bad bitch.
Yeah.
They never dated someone that had that much attention on them. This is something that they have to work through.
Yeah.
But working through it doesn't mean taking it out on you and putting
Facts.
blame on you because you're not doing nothing wrong by being you.
Facts.
So work
especially
on
if
your,
you got like the passwords, you're able to see the DMs. Like you have access to my phone. I'm not one to shade. Like I'm not one to be like, you're not gonna end up in an armbar because you touched
Who
my
was
phone.
paying the bill?
Me,
So why you get that nigga access to your phone?
because I got nothing to hide.
Man,
Facts.
fuck that, man. I pay the
I-
bill.
I'm done. I'm
Don't
done.
go through my shit.
I got nothing to hide.
I've been there.
You let
Like,
niggas go through your phone or no?
I don't have nothing to hide. I don't care.
No?
You could look. But my whole thing is, because for example, I had a relationship where I didn't know his passcodes. He knew my passcodes. He would leave his phone around and I wouldn't go through it. Because I feel like if you go looking for something, you're going to find it.
Right.
If you're in, even if the person is not doing anything, if you're going through someone's phone, you're already going through someone's phone.
Nah, tell me
with
before
an
God tells
intent.
me.
No, but you're going with an intent of, I don't trust something. So it's going to be something small where it's like, I'm not doing nothing. So I had an ex that will go through my phone. I wouldn't go through his phone. He knew my passcode. I don't care.
He was projecting.
I didn't have his passcode, but sometimes he'll be like, oh, yeah, you can look through my stuff. He wouldn't go through everything. And I'll be like, oh, let me do, okay, you're doing too much now. So you hiding something.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'll
why
be
he's
like,
projecting.
I don't care. I'm gonna find a way to find out. It's gonna come to me regardless,
Yeah.
so I don't care. But me, I'll be like, here, go through my phone.
No, I
I'll
care.
throw my phone. Go look through whatever you have to look through, and he will still find things to get mad at. Even if it will be like, well, this guy DM'd you. He DM'd me. Did I write
because
back?
you are projecting, sir. You are trifling on the weekends with side chick Saturdays, and that's why you getting at you for it. That's exactly what has happened. Listen, you could have access to my phone. I got nothing to hide.
Exactly.
Craziest shit y'all found in an ex's phone.
naked pictures of his pregnant ex-girlfriend. And that wasn't his baby.
That wasn't him.
That wasn't his baby. Yeah.
Shame on you, sir. We shaming today.
So this is what happened, right? This is what
I'm
happened.
this is what happened.
Yo, this is what I'm telling you. God is good.
Amen.
Because when I tell you that you could do stuff in the dark, it's gonna come to light. It doesn't.
Facts.
It don't even matter. You could try to hide it, but it's gonna come out. So I had never been the type to go through somebody's phone unless I ask you, because I feel like that's the decency I could do is ask you. Right, so there was this one time. This is my 20s. I've been delivered. So there was one time I woke up from my sleep. He was a light sleeper too, but he was knocked out that night, and I felt like I heard God say, "Get up," and I was like, "All right, I'm up. What's up?" And I heard clearly. Check the name Squishy. I was like, Squishy? That don't even make no damn squish. What's Squishy? But I'm not gonna sit there and keep arguing. I was like, Squishy. So I grabbed his phone.
You got that squishy, y'all.
I typed I typed
Squishy. Slide in my DM. Squishy.
Yo,
I might not be mad at that nigga.
I typed Squishy, and it was a picture of his ex in the shower with her stomach, and I knew that it wasn't his baby. That's what was crazy, because she was sending him messages like, even though you're not the dad, like, I appreciate you loving on me and ready to take care of this child with me and blah, blah, blah. So,
While he's in a relationship with Phil.
While he's in a relationship with me. I woke him up with a smack from hell.
Pregnant pussy, man, that shit is something squishy.
I'm done. Squishy. That's why he had it as Squishy.
That shit is something
done.
squishy, boy.
So,
like,
yeah,
hey, that was
crazy.
like...
Yeah.
But yeah, back to your story.
Yeah, so no. Yeah, and then the crazy thing is when he got caught, he said the same dumbass line when a lot of people get caught. You went through my phone. I can't believe you went through my phone. Nah, explain what I found. Nah, but you went through my phone. I said, fam, we not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm over here thinking, I'm like, I don't think I ever went through a nigga's phone, but I did once. I did
That was
once.
the one
Made you
time
go
I
through
did
his
it,
phone.
yeah.
So, it's the nigga that was cleaning the floors. So he was very private with his phone. He would not, is an invasion of privacy. Don't go through my phone, blah, 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 all this bullshit. And I'm like, all right. However, this person wasn't sexual, like in the relationship.
Okay.
So I felt like I had trust. I'm a very trusting person when I'm in a relationship because I'm so honest myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm honest about everything, my desires or everything, you shouldn't have to lie to me. So I felt like this nigga barely fucking me. You're not fucking nobody else. And
Yeah.
like in my head, like, yeah, you could, but nah, like all right, see? Because
Episode
guys
4.
always think that. But when I tell you this man was not sexual,
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, like, we was fucking around with a girl, and after the first 2-3 times, he's like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to. And then I would, like, on some shit, she would pull up.
Why you
She would pull up for the weekend and shit, and he'll be like, I'm watching football. Bro, she's here for a reason. Then we'll get mad because I'm in the room with her. That's another story.
Another lady.
What is happening?
No, but no. So the nigga wasn't sexual. So in my head, I'm like, but he did like, he was a very cocky, not even confident, cocky person. He liked attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through his phone once. Crazy as shit was a time that he showed me his phone. But I went through his phone once, and it was messages. We on vacation.
Not in Aruba.
Not in Aruba. I was in Puerto Rico, actually. I've been to Aruba. Not with the person I was in Aruba with. I was in Puerto Rico, and my best friend went through his phone, not me. The nigga was drunk.
I'm done.
Left his phone unlocked for the first time, was mad drunk. He in the bathroom. He left his phone. I'm like, yo, I'm going to distract him, run through the phone, screenshot shit, send it to me.
Ride or die, fool. Ride or die.
She definitely is. So then,
Niggas
it
don't
was
leave your
messages
phones.
of one of him getting curved. That pissed me off even more. Like, you don't even want to fuck me and the bitches I bring, but you over here getting curved by bitches. That's one.
Was they trying to give him bitches too, or
No, he was just getting curved, like trying. He was like the type of people that he just wants you to feed his ego. He don't even want to fuck you. He just want to hear like he's pretty and
That's
shit.
crazy.
Shame.
The line that killed me. We on
Fire
vacation.
for that.
We already been. Mind you, now hold on, time out. Because we was on vacation. My bad. We been on vacation. The vacation was like a 6-day vacation. We already 2-3 days in vacation. 2-3 days in. You haven't even fucked me on the vacation, and you texting bitches talking about you should be here for what? So they can watch you snore.
See, the thing that's crazy to me is that Nelly, that you're willing to be poly. So for a man to go outside of that is insane to me. I could never be poly. I'm not sharing shit. But the fact that you're poly and there's still like a desire to go outside of that. That's wild
because
to me.
that's my issue is when
a
you're
fact.
doing those type of dynamics, the whole point is so in that that was before I was even poly with him.
Yeah.
So I ended up because now I feel like before this I felt like I could trust you 100%.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I can't. You're doing even if because I went through his phone and I could tell he didn't link up with nobody. It was like attempts of him linking up. So it's like you never linked up with nobody. You never got far with nobody, but you tried to.
So
and
you
don't
trying
even,
to cheat? You're not even good at it.
and you're
Sway.
not- exactly. So
Embarrassing.
You embarrassing me. That's one.
How you failed at failing the relationship? You
This
failed
cup is-
at
I'm
failing the
gonna-
relationship. That's crazy,
That's
my guy.
one. And then two, after that, that's what made me feel like, you know what? I'm gonna give this relationship a try. But now I'm not quieting my desires. Now I'm letting you know, yo, I want to be in an open relationship. You want to try to fuck bitches and fail? You could do that. Be honest with me about it, and I'm gonna go do the same.
Nigga's gonna watch this
Then-
episode and hang himself.
Yo, OD.
Oh my
Mind you, I'm not
God.
gonna hold you because the nigga be on his fake page asking like, you should bring your ex on your podcast. This is your invitation, bro, because you know who I'm talking about.
Please
so if you
don't
wanna
bring
come
that
on the-
nigga around
Don't
me,
bring
man.
him here.
Because he's going to get shamed the whole fucking episode.
But he's such a cocky person that he would think he's killing it. So this is the
You
craziest shit.
couldn't even bag bitches.
Then,
Why would you be
this
cocky?
is the craziest shit that he showed. This is the craziest shit I've really seen on his
Just
phone.
go watch episode 4 and know what
Once
this
I
nigga
asked
fucked
him
up
for
on.
an open relationship, once he started being in an open relationship,
Yeah.
and he started like, oh, now I could try to talk to girls, blah 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 blah. So I love girls more than I like guys. So one day we going through his phone, he's showing me bitches that sent him pictures, sent him videos. I'm over here like, oh, she bad. Don't
They
say that
sending
for
him
yourself.
tortellini pictures.
Everything.
You put
That's
pastrami
everything.
sandwiches
But
out there.
This is the shit. He's showing me the shit, right? And he's like, all right, this one is bi, so she's with it. This one is not, so it's just for me. And I'm scrolling. But I'm looking at the dates. Nigga, some of these pictures is from before we agreed to open the relationship. So you just snitched on yourself. That was the craziest thing that I found on a nigga's phone. And that's why I don't look through niggas' phone. Because if you're going to look for something, you're going to find something. And the only person you got to be mad about is yourself.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't agree with that because at the end of the day, I'm not wasting my time with nobody. I'd rather find something out and get upset so that I can move the fuck on and be with somebody that deserves me.
And I did.
I'm a great woman. There's no reason why I'd rather not know. No, fucking let me find out.
That's a fact.
Let me find out now. Because if you're wasting your time, if you want to go after trash, go get it, raccoon. Like, that's fine. Enjoy it.
Heard the raccoon.
Hello, because my thing is I know I'm a good woman. So I'm not about to put up with nobody's bullshit off of the basis of being like, well, I hope I don't find out. Fucking let me find out. So I can chalk up the juices.
So now we about to get into the actual topic of the show.
Oh shit, this was the topic. I
we
swear.
didn't even touch the topic.
But we're not only, we gonna keep it like light because there's only like a few things, you know.
Alright.
And the whole point is because being that your social media platform comes with a lot of body positivity, that automatically links to like sex positivity and sex shaming and all these different things.
Does it?
It can.
It does,
I've
does.
seen the comments.
Does it?
I've seen the comments on your page and I see.
No, I never. Okay.
No, but yeah, like I feel like on like with the trolls and things like that, like
Okay.
it opens up those conversations.
Okay.
So
Should body count matter?
No, we're grown ass adults.
I feel like you have a video, and I feel like this is what I think you had a video on.
My
Body
whether
count
a
matters.
guy
My
asking you.
my take is this, right? Whatever you do before me doesn't matter, just as long as nothing's going on past that. And I feel like my big question is whether you got therapy to heal from that. Because some people had a whole phase. Some people had a whole phase. And so my thing is body count doesn't matter to me as long as it's something, an activity that you actively acknowledge that you work through, then it doesn't matter. So, no.
But see, that's where I see it differently because I'm very sex positive.
Yeah.
But I can admit that I carry a lot of like, not shame, but like, what's it called? Like stigma. I carry a lot of stigma and I move a certain way because of the stigma sometimes. And I sometimes have to work through that.
Yeah.
So I don't feel body count matters, but I feel like I hate the discussion of it devalues women but makes niggas better.
Let me tell you the big reason why I believe that body count don't matter. Let me tell you the big reason why.
Go ahead.
All right? Because especially, you know, as believers, like, we're called to be abstain from sex. So I've abstained from sex, right? And then you're not in a...
Fucked up on that one.
Then
Jesus.
you're not...
I don't think I can do it.
No, here's the thing. I've abstained. I've abstained from sex. And guys don't want to be with that either. They don't want to be with a virgin that's abstaining. And then you also don't want to be with a woman has supposedly too many bodies. And it's just like there's kind of like no winning in between. So I really feel like the biggest thing is whatever it was that made you decide to go into that avenue. Did you work through it?
But
See, I'm in the
that's
middle.
that. Oh, hold on. That's what I have an issue with, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the idea that because, let's say, you sleep around or you're very sexual, that is because of some type of trauma or you're working through something, and not when it's a woman.
Yeah.
I feel like that stigma attached to a woman. When
Yeah.
a guy does it, it's just a guy being a guy, and that's their natural instinct.
I have
But-
PCOS. I have more testosterone than some men. So if you can't hold back your hormones off your testosterone, then I should be able to fuck everything in its mother, and I don't. So you can't. For me, that's just a man with lack of self control.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
I'm in the middle
You
when
a
it
lack of
comes
self-control.
to the body count, right? Because when I was younger,
Yeah.
my early 20s, a chick with a high body count, my philosophy back then was if you have more than 3 bodies, you're a 3-letter word, right? But you know, people
When you was
grow.
a teenager?
Yeah.
No, I was like young teenager
young,
to like
okay.
early 20s. It was just like, yo, bro, like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But now, if I was single, right, I want a hoe. Like,
I'm done. Let me
I
tell
want a bitch that got some experience.
And
like,
Here's my thing.
but,
Also,
but wait, we finish.
Yeah.
I need some of that. But also, then this is why I say I'm in the middle, because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, niggas, we want that. But at the same time, it's like, if your body count is high, then there's a thought in my mind like, yo, why is your body count high? Like, were you just fucking because you like sex? Was it because you were in serious relationships with
let me
people?
ask you
Like,
this as a man.
okay.
Have you ever told a chick that you would get into a relationship with her and you didn't after you guys had sex? Was it one of those things that you had sex and then it was kind of like, I'm not really feeling, because some guys, they say
No
they like a
comment.
girl. Oh, you see,
I
because here's
plead
my
the
thing.
fifth,
Some
and I will
people's
not
some people's
incriminate
body
myself.
count is, if, for example, say a girl likes a guy, she really
Mm-hmm.
likes him and she wants to date him, and they get to a place where they have sex, and then after, they call it the post-nut syndrome, that guys, after they sleep with a girl, they decide whether or not they really like her. So say they
Oh,
sleep
that's
with
like
a
me
girl.
when I masturbate and I be watching
So
porn.
they
I
say
be like,
they
oh my
sleep
God,
with
what
a
I'm
girl
watching
and they
after I'm
decide
done.
that they don't like her. You just added to her body count and she slept with you because she wanted to be with you.
But
Now
women-
what? It's held
women-
against her.
Women this day and age does the same thing, right? I just had a boy, well, not a boy,
Yeah.
one of my boys.
Yeah.
This nigga just ate a whole chick out, took her out,
As he should.
and
Yeah.
anyway, and she just clipped him after that. Nigga, he was serious about getting into a relationship with her.
But this is what I'm saying.
and she violated
It's
this
one of
nigga.
those
So
broken
women
people
can do
break
it too.
people.
But that, yeah, hurt people.
Yeah.
But that's it comes down to these people are not being honest in their intentions. But
Facts.
why does that have to translate? And I'm not gonna hold you. I was like that when I was younger. Like my parents, my mom is 66. She lost her virginity to my father. They're
Yeah.
old school. My mom
That
met
was
my
my-
dad when she was 18. She didn't lose her virginity to him until she was 20.
Yeah.
Like old school shit, and that was like the only man she's ever been with until his death. Like, so when I was younger, I used to think like that's it. Like I
Yeah.
need the man I first sleep with. That's who I'm gonna be with forever. If I sleep with people, I'm a hoe. If I'm this, if
Yeah.
I'm that. But at the end of the day, I'm my father's daughter. I'm very sexual, and why is that an issue? Because I'm a female. That doesn't mean I'm going to sleep with every single guy I meet. Because
Yeah.
I don't barely like niggas. I like bitches. But
Yeah.
I mean women. But why is there this idea that you have less value because
And
you
I'm
fuck a man?
gonna be honest with you.
If most
you're-
of the time, hold on, the nigga don't make you nut,
Listen, I'm gonna show
and you get no
Uh-oh.
pleasure out of it, but I'm less valuable because of it. Make it make
I'm
sense.
not saying I agree fully with that,
I'm
just saying the way society is set up, it's like, look how a woman is set up. Like, in order for a woman to fuck a nigga, she gotta fucking pull her pants all the way down, take them off for a nigga to
Don't she
penetrate.
gotta I have a lot of crotchless panties.
Unless she has a freaking.
I have a lot of crotchless panties. You don't
But
gotta
a
take
nigga
nothing
has
off.
to
What
come.
is
A
happening?
nigga has to come into her. For a nigga, it's
Okay.
just swoop and yo.
And the man has to get hard, and he
So
has
here's
to.
He should-
the
Niggas
thing.
is- I
Here's
ain't
the thing.
even gonna go there.
Also,
Pause.
here's another reason. Here's a big reason why for me body count doesn't matter. It's because no matter what answer you give, some people are gonna think you're lying anyway. Especially if you're a beautiful woman. Because here's the thing, right? Like I grew up just like you. My mom has only been with my father. I come from a family of virgins. My whole family is, and they still are. They're waiting till marriage, and I was the same way. So, but the minute I came into my body, instantaneously it was like, I know she's fucking mad people. That's how she got that ass. And it's like, yo, I was still a virgin at the time. So it's just like, even if I were to say, yo, I only got 2 bodies, somebody's gonna look at me and be like, no, you don't. You lying. So it's just like, so why is it gonna matter if I tell you the truth? You're not gonna believe me, and if I tell you a lie, you're not gonna believe me anyway.
So do you think when you get into a serious relationship with a person and they ask you,
I would tell them.
what's
Do you
your body
disclose?
count?
I've told my body count to the people I've dated.
I
I'm
don't
not
care.
ashamed.
I'm very open with my body count.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
like
good.
I don't
Yeah.
carry shame because also too like I don't like
you
I
don't
don't carry
kink
shame.
shame.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know I don't kink shame, and I don't carry shame. If someone asks me, like I'll tell them my body
Yeah.
count. But even with that, like
I don't feel like somebody you're not like for the internet when they do those interviews. How much is your body? You don't need to know. You're not gonna deal with me, so you don't need to know my body
you don't
count.
need to.
But the
I don't have
person
to
I'm dealing
disclose.
with absolutely should know, because if it comes to one of those things where if they were bothered by my number, and it shouldn't even like my number is not one of those numbers that they could be like, oh my god, it would actually surprise people how low it is.
Same.
But it's one of those things that it's just like. That's the person who's dealing with me. That's the person who should know. The world doesn't need to know
I
how
feel
many
the same,
I've dealt with.
because like that's another thing with me. Like because I'm such a sexual person, such an open person,
They assume it's
people
way higher.
assume. And I was having this conversation with a friend the other day, because I'm like newly single.
Yeah.
So I was having a conversation, and I was like, "Yo,
Get in them
I want to
DMs,
have a
y'all.
whole face, but I don't know how to have a whole face."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know
I
how
catch feelings. I want
I
to bake you
exactly.
cookies, so I can't
I
be
want
out
to clean
here.
your room. I want to buy you gifts. I want to pay off credit. Like I'm crazy. So I'm like, I don't know how to have a whole face, and I'm like, but at the same time, I don't know if I want it. But I was talking to like a friend, and they were like, "Yo, it's crazy because this person knew me since I was like a teenager,
Yeah.
and like we grew up together." And they were like, "Yo, everyone in the group has had their whole phases, and you are the most sexual in our group."
Yeah.
But in all those situations when everyone was having their whole phase, you was always cuffed.
Yeah.
You was always this, you was always that. But it's like, it's such a stigma when it comes to women. But I feel like high body count affects men more than it affects women.
It does.
How is that?
It does.
Because niggas, we don't really give a fuck. Like
No,
niggas,
no, that's not
does.
true. That's
Some
not true. So
real niggas.
when it comes to women, and this is all right, this is not everyone, but let's say this, all right, the more bodies a woman has,
The more insecure a man gets.
the more insecure the man gets, that's one. But if anything, I feel like the more bodies you have is the more sexual experience. So the more you can please your partner for the most part. Because you're not someone that just fucked one person and you don't know what you're doing.
And some of y'all who have mad bodies to your men don't know what the fuck you're
That
doing.
is
And
true.
hold on, ladies, you need to stop lying to these men, because some of them think they be rocking your world, and then if you deal with them,
Oh
you're
yeah,
like,
I ain't faking shit. I'm gonna
I
tell
feel-
you, nah.
stop putting on Oscar performances and tell
I
them the
feel
truth.
like if you find a woman that's only been with one person,
Yeah.
right? Or you believe she's been in one person, because like you said, they could say that and that be a lie.
Yeah.
You could train them sexually to do
I
what
told
you
you,
like.
here's,
Sex-
here's
sex,
my thing.
sex is a sport you
Here's
can
my-
learn.
So,
this
you can learn.
this is the reason why you don't really find a lot of women who have low body counts anymore. Because at the end of the day, even if a man gets with a woman who has a low body count, say she's a virgin, say she had maybe 1 or 2 bodies, there's still the stigma that men can go out and sleep with whoever they can. So it's like this woman saved herself for you, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I can't help myself, I'm just a man. So what the fuck is the point of you being her body or her having a low body count when you're gonna still be out with no self
Fucking
control?
everything. And on top, and like what I've seen myself from men, whether it's in therapy, whether it's my friendships, whether it's relationships, men, the higher their body count, the more, like they talk about women, oh, you're this, you're used, this and that. What is it that they always say? Oh, a master key shouldn't turn.
Nobody's women,
But
people
men
are
who have
objects.
high body counts usually be hurt as fuck.
That's facts.
But
They cannot. The more
But let's
women
keep
to
it
sleep
real.
with, the
Hold
less
on.
they
Women-
trust women.
Hold on.
Women want niggas who
Hold
get
on.
bitches though.
No, they don't.
If a
Hold
nigga
on.
was a
Hold
virgin,
on.
no experience, getting no cheeks, y'all would not be
You
interested.
ain't
in
got
that.
hold up.
A nigga gotta be clapping.
That's not true.
No, I can speak from experience here. The person that I was engaged to was a virgin, and I was
I
willing.
thought we couldn't talk about
No,
that.
now we're talking about it.
She done told me on camera. Don't
The
bring it up.
The person I was engaged to
Shot o'clock.
was a virgin, and when I say virgin, that we did absolutely the fuck nothing, and I was willing to be
How
with
long
him
were y'all
because I
together?
loved him.
Was that you who asked the question today?
No,
on
I asked that.
We got a whole question on
had
our
a question
page
about
about
that.
that.
Oh, did you?
We had a question
Yeah.
on our page that it was someone said that their partner's a virgin and that they're waiting to marriage and they're engaged, but that the virgin male would not show her the penis at all. And they asked like, what should they do?
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, all right. It was similar.
That's-
It was like,
Go
oh,
ahead,
shit.
go ahead. How long y'all was together for?
We were together. We dated the first time 8 months, and then the second time we got together was another like 8 months. Yeah. So that's 8 months of we did absolutely nothing but
Would
kiss.
you date a nigga that's a virgin?
I would date a nigga that's a virgin, but not way into marriage. I can't. Unless it's an open dynamic.
So here's my thing.
Personally, and I'll be 100% honest, personally, I cannot go more than 30 days without sex. In that relationship that I was with that he never wanted to give me, I told the nigga, yo, if we hit 30 days, I'm going to cheat on you, and I don't cheat. So he will always we'll have it on the fucking calendar app. Before 30 days, he had to give it up or nah.
Damn, 30 days.
That's the most I could go.
See?
And
here's the issue that I have is that because I exist, because there's women who are willing to be with people who, well, not just for sex, but we're like few and far between. When we say this shit, it's like, nah, cap, this bitch don't mean that shit. And it's like, no, there's some of us that do exist.
Yeah.
That we do.
Dating the guy that was a virgin, right?
Yeah.
And compare it, like, what was the relationship like dating him compared to somebody who you dated who had a high body count?
I feel like that was probably more genuine. I don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you. Either both relationships that I was in, it was very much based on the connection I had with them. So to me, the body count was irrelevant. Like I said, the fact that he was a virgin was not a make or break deal for me because I cared about his character. He was a good man, and to me, a good man is to be cherished and respected as a king. So whether he has a high body count, whether he has a low body count, if you're a good man, you deserve to be respected. And the same way I would want that same respect, I treat people the way I want to be treated, and then that's that. So it didn't matter.
Recognizes when a king is a motherfucking prize, y'all.
Facts.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I want to ask you as a male perspective because I feel like we talk. So
Y'all just took over the
does
damn
it?
show.
Yeah, we did. Does body count matter? All right, if you were single and you're dating, does body count matter to you?
I'm in the middle with it. Like I said, I would want.
So, for example, I know a
Cardi
girl.
B.
I know a girl who I met her when I was a teenager. She was older than me though, and she used to carry a little black book. And every time she slept with someone, she would write the name on the black book.
That's
And
wild.
So
You got a menu?
she had. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. At this time, I think I was probably 16. She was probably 19, and now she's probably in her probably 35, 36. At that time when she was 19, I looked at the book because she wasn't shameful about it. She had it. She's like, oh, so I don't forget, so I could just know. She had over 100 names on that thing. So you're dating a girl. She's the perfect person for you, but she tells you, yeah, I got 100 and something bodies. Why not?
I would entertain it.
Why not?
But I'm not.
Why do
I'm
you
not
feel
wifing
her
that, bro.
value decreases because she has fucked 100 niggas? That's crazy. I would not do that. But why do you feel that way?
If it's 100 girls, you got me, baby.
See, that's that sexist shit I don't like.
I'm done.
I'm not being sexist.
That is sexist.
I give you 30. You know what I mean? 30.
But why? Why?
100?
What is your issue with that?
At 35?
If you're
That's like fucking 5 niggas a year.
Let's say she was 19.
19?
Yeah, she's wildin'.
Even worse.
That's wildin'. She wildin'. She was wildin'. But I'm saying we had a whole nickname.
Hell no.
We ain't even gonna talk about that. But
That's more than the 3 letters.
But let's say your body, let's say you're dating someone and because a lot of times when I ask niggas they body count or I ask a guy they body count, they be 60, 80,
That's facts.
100 and plus. And I'll be like,
You know why that's a problem for me? 100? Because with women, we got to multiply it by 3. So it's
my
like,
God,
if it's
that's what I'm
100,
saying.
if it's 100, J. Cole said it. It's true.
That's why I said it.
300 niggas.
Yo, what? That's that kind.
See, this is what I told you
300
before.
niggas?
You could do
let's say lie detector test, right? Let's say you have 80 bodies. Let's say. I'm not saying you do. Let's say you have 80 bodies, lie detector test
Trying to get me
confirmed.
divorced, y'all.
Nah. I'm saying it as a guy. Let's say you got 80 bodies, lie detector test shows you got 80 bodies. And you meeting a girl, she's the perfect match for you. Lie detector shows she has 100 bodies. So she has more bodies than you. You still have a high body count. She has a high body count and just 20 more than you. Why is it a deal breaker? Why, literally, why is it an issue for you?
Because we not porn stars. So it's like maybe.
But you got 80 bodies.
But you got 80 bodies. You could have made a whole you got a Lord of the Rings trilogy.
So why is it okay for you?
I didn't say it was okay. A nigga is a broken individual too.
And then that's the
But
issue. It is okay
we
to
live in a culture where a woman is a representation of her king. So me as a king, right?
You broken and she broke
Okay,
too. What happened?
so hold on.
Well, listen. So me as a king, I'm supposed to wear my woman on my arm like a prize, right? So if she got fucking 100 fucking bodies,
How does that make her less of a prize?
In the culture of men, right? 100 bodies, and we live in the small circumference of the Bronx.
Circumference.
So here's my
Let
thing.
me finish. Circumference of the Bronx. That means wherever I go with her, there's somebody that's gonna be looking at me like, yo, I fucked this nigga bitch.
Alright, but here's the thing.
What? But I'm the one that got her.
And if she's good at what she do, like if the got 3,000 is crazy, yo, niggas is gonna be like.
So
that
here's
bitch
my
with-
thing
Nah,
also,
fuck
right?
that.
Because you said a
I'm
king,
sorry.
right? A definition. One of the things about a position of a king is that not anybody can just get access to the king. That's why he sits on the throne.
Who
He's
said
above
that?
people. He's above people. Not
I disagree
anybody,
with that.
Not anybody can be on the throne.
Kings
'Cause he's a
have
king.
harems, B.
Oh
Yo,
my God.
We go to the Bible for this shit. We can get a Bible study, man.
I want to
Solomon has 700 motherfucking wives.
Jesus left the earth,
How did it start though? Adam, and it started with Eve. And it started
Solomon
with
had
Adam
700
and 300
wives,
bitches.
y'all.
It started with
And
Adam
300
and Eve.
side pieces.
So what I'm
not-
saying, don't
That nigga's
advocate
the
for
greatest
that.
king of all time.
So what I'm saying to you is that at the end of the day, like you said, if a woman tells you her number, you gotta multiply it by 3. Which means if a woman's being honest, you're gonna think she's lying anyway. So why does it matter? If you're gonna assume she's lying anyway.
That's a fact. And
Does that make sense?
If you're holding yourself, if you're holding your partner to a high standard, you should be holding yourself to a high standard too. So I felt like if your body count is under 30, under 20, and you say, like, it's okay to have a preference. If you say, yo, my body count is 30, my body count is 20, my body count is 10, I'm not going to date someone with more bodies. I want someone to have the same experience level as me. That's fine. But if you have 100 bodies, 80 bodies, this many plus bodies, and you're like, nah, my girl can't have the same amount of bodies as me, then you're hating and you're coming from a sexist
hating.
view.
It's hypocritical.
You are. It's hypocritical.
The reason why
I'm not hating.
The reason why it's hypocritical, because let's be honest here. Every man that has a high body count is a broken man, because somebody broke your heart when you was 15 years old
And you
became
couldn't let it go.
You became a
True.
whore ever since. No, it's true. Every man has one heartbreak. No, listen. Every man has one heartbreak under his belt. That after that heartbreak, he was like, fuck
But
these
who
bitches,
broke his
get
heart?
money. One
a
woman.
bitch with a high body count.
No,
He
no.
wiped
It
her,
could be-
and she was sucking dick in the skin.
It could be you was 15 years old. You had a puppy love. It broke your heart.
They was both
for the
virgins.
next 40 years, you're like, fuck bitches, get money. Because of one girl when you was 15? That's
And I've
crazy.
seen that as a therapist. I've seen it. Men, a lot of times with higher body count,
It's always one girl,
because
one bitch's fault.
wait, this is the thing. With men with a lot of higher body count, a lot of times they are misleading the women that they sleep with. They're lying to them. They're manipulating them. They're painting this picture of, oh, we're gonna be this. They're painting a whole fantasy just to fuck them. And then once they fuck them, they discard them. Or they find flaws.
And then
But
that body
they're
count is
one
used against the
that's
woman.
but then they hold it against them. Oh, I hit. She's trash. She's this. She's that.
I feel like
And
women do
they
that too,
stop
though.
trusting women the more
But
bodies
society,
they come. But
society
I fucked
pins it
100
on the
bitches,
woman.
so I can't trust
That's what
bitches
I'm
because I
saying.
was able to fuck 100
Even if
bitches.
women do that too,
We got Hot
society's...
Girl Summer. We got fucking
I
Cardi
understand
B. We got Savage Season.
And that's why men are mad,
But here's
because
the
we are
thing.
starting to act like we are starting to hold y'all accountable for the behaviors that y'all have been
I don't agree with
putting
both
on
people
us.
doing it. I think
Nah,
that
you
both
shouldn't.
people
If that's
is
I'm big on
reckless.
communication. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be straight up with you. Be straight up with me. If that's
Yeah.
not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea.
Get therapy.
Book
a lot
me
of
on
y'all
Fiverr.
Get
And that's
Nelly,
it.
please, because that's what it comes down to.
Bravo.
All y'all who sit there being like, back in when I was in 4th grade, she broke my heart. Fuck bitches. All the girls are like, yeah, he broke my heart. Fuck. Get therapy, please, because at the end of the day, y'all just keep creating the cycle that someone like me gotta live in, and I gotta deal with this fucking stigmas off of this bullshit. So please, get help.
So moral of the
My
story.
God.
Get
I can't
your
be
ass
a
to
bad
therapy,
bitch
B.
and not do nothing because it's not a real thing.
So moral of the story, if you're gonna hold someone to a higher standard, hold yourself to that same standard.
Don't be a
agree.
hypocrite.
Don't be a hypocrite. And it's okay to have a preference. What you want and crave out of a relationship is okay as long as you communicate that, they're honest and communicate that with.
That's a fact.
And remember to multiply that number by 3,
Oh
fellas.
my God, I'm done. That's a fact, because especially that there's a lot of women who are open to being poly. Now, there's a lot of women. There's some like
Yeah.
I'm not. But there are a lot of women who are open to being poly. For me, I'm just like, if you know that you're not one that you could be faithful, then be with somebody that's into having an open relationship with poly. Stop fucking with bitches that's not what they're into.
But you know what's crazy? That's another thing. That's a whole other episode. People think that cheating and poly is the same thing, and it's not. Because
it's not.
There's cheating in poly relationships because the whole thing is about communication. You can tell me what I'm okay with, what I'm not okay with, and it's all that. Like, stop misleading people.
Yeah.
For your benefit, to get something out of it.
And let's be real here. A lot of the men who are so open to poly would not be okay with a woman fucking another man.
They don't, and I've seen that.
Not.
Oh my God, I deal with that all the time.
Poly as long as it's another woman. So let's stop it. Let's stop it right now.
Right, yeah, we're going to stop right there because we're going to have to come for another episode with that because you just started me up.
So this was, I ain't going to say that, we don't know what episode this is.
This is a great episode.
Shout out to Lil Sasson Paget for tuning in.
Hold on. We need the 2 catchphrases real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead. Do your catchphrases.
Hold on. We're going to do an outfit check because...
Oh, do I stand up? Do I get to stand up?
I don't think we could stand. I don't know if it's going to catch us.
I don't know if I can stand up if they can catch me because I'm wearing it by cheap right now.
I wear it cheap for you too. I wear it cheap for you too.
What is cheaps? What is that?
That means you can look good by cheap.
You can look good for cheap.
You don't have to pay
cheap.
You don't have to, you can look cute and be cheap because I think these are some...
Mira.
And yeah, you gotta look at the camera and say, Mira.
That's gonna
whisper.
That's because I don't even say it like that on my channel. Mira. This was great, bro. I'm glad to have come out and support, yo. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you for putting up. Yeah. And thank you for allowing this podcast to be started.
Right.
Jesus. This is I'm gonna get questions about this on my
But guess
channel.
what? You're not gonna get canceled.
But everything I've already said to y'all. So don't act brand new because I've said everything.
And I said the N-word for her, so
I'm done.
Espérate, she's Spanish, which means she's black. Like just like me.
I don't say it. I don't say it. You're not gonna have. Like I said, I got canceled once with saying support BLM. I'm not about to start a whole movement. So yeah. All right.
Bueno, caso cerrado.
Caso cerrado.
I just want it all. Wanna break the law, shipping off the wall. Hit me when I call. Hit me it all.